classic Fiddler on the Roof is coming to the Paper Mill Playhouse.
And here to discuss is producing artistic director Mark Hoebee. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
I mean, Fiddler on the Roof is just a classic. Tell us a little bit about the show.
It's one of the best musicals ever written. It was broke the all-time longest running musical record when it first opened in the 60s and is produced somewhere in the world every day of every year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Got great music, great score, songs like Matchmaker, Matchmaker, Sunrise, Sunset, If I Were a Rich Man, and tells a really poignant, touching story about a man struggling with his faith and his religion and his love for his family, and how progress in the world makes him have to reevaluate what's most important to him.
How has the process been so far putting this show together for you?
Well, first of all, the cast is amazing. Every single one of them is a dedicated, passionate, energetic professional. I'm working with Parker Essie, who is recreating the original Jerome Robbins choreography. I was lucky enough to work with Mr. Robbins on my first Broadway show, Jerome Robbins Broadway, which I think the poster's right behind me. But at this time, it's been a very emotional experience as well, because at the end of the show, the company of actors who live in this little village of Anatevka are forced out of their homeland by a Russian army, and it's just prior to the Russian Revolution. So there's a lot of echoes in the show to current events, which makes it poignant, emotional, but a very important time to retell this story and reintroduce audiences to the beauty of the Jewish faith and community, and also to this classic musical.
You kind of touched on why it's socially meaningful, but what is it meaningful for you personally? What makes it so exciting for you to put this show on?
Well, there are three things, I think. The first one is, I was raised very strictly Catholic. But I grew up to become a gay man and a father. I have two children. And so I, like Tevye does, struggle with the religion I was raised with and the love for my family and how I would do anything for them.
Right.
And then, as I said before, I got to dance all this amazing choreography taught to me step by step by Jerome Robbins, the original creator of this piece. So to be able to revisit that choreography and to lend those stories from Jerry's mouth to the company that's performing it right now is really amazing. And then the third way in is that I went to Freehold High School in Freehold, New Jersey, and my senior year, the musical we did was Fiddler on the Roof, and I was the associate director, the choreographer, and I also played Tevye.
So it's full circle.
Which
I meant so.
Yeah, seriously. Which is so funny. I mean, I think all theater kids always do. You always wind up doing
Coming
3
back.
and 4 different roles coming back. Yeah. So
Yeah.
absolutely, that's cute that it went full circle for you.
You mentioned the choreographer Jerome. Tell us a little bit more about that experience. And was it sort of like one of those experiences, like when you meet your hero kind of thing?
Yes, I've been very lucky in my career. I started out as a dancer, and I got to work with some of the greats of all time, Bob Fosse, and definitely Jerome, Jerry, as we called him. I always called him Mr. Robbins. I could never call him Jerry. But he came from the ballet world, but he was a storyteller and, had some of the most famous musicals in the world: West Side Story, Gypsy, Peter Pan, On the Town, Fiddler on the Roof. Those are all born out of his mind. And what makes his work so unique is not just the breadth of style, right? When you see a Fosse show, you immediately know it's Fosse by the signature angular, pulsating choreography. Jerome, who came from the ballet world, had a much broader, wider sense of what movement and bodies do. But the key to both of them was that they wanted actors or dancers who were actors, that you had to tell a story, be a character through movement, through patterns and formations. And one of the big themes in Fiddler on the Roof is the circle of life, the circle of family, the circle of protection. And as I invite audiences to think about that as they watch the show, and you will see that physically and metaphorically represented on stage, that circle pattern many, many times.
I love it.
Yeah.
Something to look for. Where can we go to get tickets and learn more about the show?
Well, it's selling really well and tickets are going really fast, but I would go to our website, which is www.papermill.org, or you can call our box office or come visit us. But we welcome everybody. We're running through the holidays. We close at the end of the first week in January, and we're really excited. It's been 40 years since Fiddler on the Roof has been on the Paper Mill stage, and we are so honored to have it back, and we invite everyone to come celebrate family, the holidays, and love here at Paper Mill by seeing Fiddler on the Roof.
Iconic story on an iconic stage. Mark, thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations. Break a leg. I don't want to say that, but we should say that because it is theater.
Right. It's good.
It's okay in theater. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Love it. Love it.
I say it every time we talk about the Paper Mill. I mean,
it's great.
It is
so great.
an exceptional theater, and we have not just Paper Mill, but we have several of those here in New Jersey, and you don't necessarily have to go to Broadway to see a Broadway quality show. We have
with
them
Broadway
here.
talent.
With Broadway talent,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
gonna
definitely
be a great
something
show.
to check out.
So listen, if you're looking for the ultimate Christmas movie experience, it's coming to New Jersey as well. You can check out Christmas Con in Edison, December 8th through 10th. It's a huge fan convention where you can meet your favorite Christmas movie stars, get a picture, and also an autograph as well.
Celebrity guests this year include Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Juliette Lewis, Randy Quaid, and lots of stars from Hallmark movies. Tickets start at $10, and they're almost completely sold out, so you want to jump on that. I think that's adorable. And again, just so much great stuff here in Jersey.
And people go crazy for the Hallmark movie channel, so there's like a lot of, the Christmas stars. Lacey Chabert, she's like the queen of the Christmas movies on Hallmark. Chevy Chase has been making the rounds in New Jersey with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. He's going to be in Harbell Village, I think this weekend, lighting the Christmas tree and doing a National Lampoon's Christmas viewing. So, I mean, it's just, it's that time of year.
It is that time of year. But it's so great that these names come to Jersey, come back to Jersey for a lot of them. So
they do a lot of those cons too. They do the Christmas con, they do 80s con, they did 90s con recently in Edison at the Expo Center. So it's really fun. Yeah.
All good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, more good stuff on New Jersey anytime on your Roku or Fire TV, and of course on any device at onnj.com.